Hey everybody, this is Mike Cross. Today I'll be talking to you about your online physical education, and this is kind of your orientation. So this is a good thing to check back and take a look at if you have any questions. Um, but here we go. Creating and meeting fitness goals. All right, so the first thing is that just the contact information. Like I said, my name is Mike Cross. I'm your online PE teacher. For some of you, I'll be your online health instructor for second semester. Um, and just some different ways to contact me. Obviously, my email is preferred, and I can get back to you pretty quickly. Um, my school phone 763 241 3400. My extension is 2207. I am located at Elk River High School, so that's the inline uh, extension there, 2207. My office hours, I'll be in the online ERHS online room every day from about 12:05 to 1:05. And so please make sure that if you have questions, you can check in with me during that time. That's time set away for you to be able to come in and get some face-to-face meeting time with me. Again, that is the ERHS online room. A little bit about myself. I am your online Phi Ed teacher, like I said. I've been teaching physical education, health education in the district for the past 17 years. Besides this online class, I do teach health education and I also teach first aid at the high school. So if you're interested in any of those classes, you can definitely check it out. I also coach football and track and field at Elk River. So I'm pretty busy, but I am very passionate about my kids in as regards to their health and physical fitness. And so I took on this teaching this online health and Phi Ed, and I enjoy it. I think the big thing this year is there's been some changes to the programming, which I'm really excited. I've been really active, I guess, for the last year. I've lost some weight, improved my health by quite a bit. Some of the fitness related activities that I enjoy include cardio training, strength training, walking and hiking. I do some walking up in Ironwood, Michigan. I also do some things up in Lutzen, but I also do some things in Zimmerman. So I like all that. I like to go biking with my wife, golfing with my son, snowshoeing, Nordic and downhill skiing. And some of this stuff I can even do with my dog, Ozzy. So that's all pretty enjoyable stuff to me. All right, this course is going to be a lot different than maybe what some of you are used to if you've been taking online classes, in that it is all delivered through Schoology, which I'm excited about. Students and discussions, all your assignment are going to be submitted through this platform, so no more submitting things through Google Docs and trying to find your way through our future system, or excuse me, our past system. And at times you'll need to print, scan, and then submit them into Schoology. So if you're having issues with some of that stuff, that's where I can be of some help to you for sure. All right, so as far as expectations, we really want you to be highly interactive, and we require you to be involved with this course several times during the weeks. This course is semester length; it's 18 weeks. We think it's going to take you somewhere between 4 and 6 hours on average to complete the course, which for some of you, you're thinking, oh my gosh, how is this any different than being in a normal class? Well, the thing is you can do those 4 to 6 hours whenever you choose to do those during the week. Students may also be assigned to small groups to work on collaborative type projects. There isn't a whole lot of that. Most of it's done on your own. And then extended periods of absences or non-participation from online class will be evident in the following ways. Well, first of all, you're not involved with some of the classroom discussion things that we're going to be doing. Failure to submit or complete online assignments, quizzes, or tests by their due dates. And yes, this class has a hard due date, which is every Monday morning at 7 a.m., and we'll cover that in a little bit. Failure to communicate with other students and teachers, especially me. Please contact me if you're having problems or if you need clarification on things. And then also failure to respond to any school type communications. All of my communication will be done through your email. So it's important that you are checking your email on a regular basis. Some of you guys, I hear people say, well, I don't check that. Guess what? Welcome to online learning. You have to get that in, you have to be involved with your email. Um, Just like when you go to college, you know, texting is great for those impersonal conversations, but when we're dealing with educational matters, you're going to have to be involved with your emails. And then failure to attend any required testing or other school activities. And as of right now, there is none of those, but I will make you aware of those if those come up, though that is a requirement of the course. All right, as far as communication, listen, it is the key to you being successful. The why, the what, the who, the where, the when, all of that is going to be communication through myself and through you. Um, I'm hoping that I am going to be able to, you know, get you off on the right start so you're not going to have to spend a ton of time communicating with me online because it can be kind of frustrating waiting for some of that to happen. But again, my email is the preferred source of you being able to get a hold of me. Students may also get help during office hours. We kind of talked about that at the RHS online room. It's being renovated right now this summer, and that way it'll be brand new, and you should be able to come in there and check it out. Teachers will respond to communications within 24 business hours. So, you know, I mean, honestly, most of the time it's going to be minutes from the time you ask for the request, depending on what the request is. Sometimes I don't have the answer for you, and I have to search for the answer, or I have to clear it with the online supervisors or whatever the case may be. So it may take a little bit. Sometimes I'm busy. I mean, I coach after school. I got activities going on during the weekends and stuff, just like everybody. But I will definitely try to get back to you as soon as I possibly can because I know it's frustrating waiting for answers, especially when they're easy ones. I think the biggest thing that I see as far as online is getting off to a good start and then working daily on it. Um, a lot of kids fall behind and then they get further and further behind, and students who do not work on this thing daily, I find have really struggled with online learning. And is this something you got to check in with every single day? Just kind of get a constant reminder to you got this assignment, do. And it's hard for you, especially if this is your only class. But some of you have done other classes, and you know that how important it is to check in on a daily basis. All right, so you're going to be provided with a heart rate monitor. It's called the Polar A360. It's a great product. I've been testing it as the summer has been going on here. Some of the cool things about it is there's an app called Polar Flow that it goes with. You can also sync it with your computer if you have a computer. But the one thing about this whole thing is it's just that, you know, it can track for you 24/7, or you can just wear it when you want to fulfill the requirements. This is for you to have during the time that you're you know, enrolled in this class. It has lots of smart watch features that you can sync with your phone. Phone calls come on my phone, text screen, or excuse me, on my Polar, text messages. Reminders to move, all kinds of things. You can track workouts. You can show you all kinds of things like your heart rate and those zones that we want to get you into, and those will all be evident when you get involved. And then the other thing is just a calendar that kind of keeps track of what workouts you're doing and when you're doing them: biking, hiking, running, walking, lifting weights, cardio, all that kind of stuff is all able to be done when you are wearing your Polar E360. All right, so I think the big thing for me is is just time management. This is the single most important factor we think in how you're going to be able to do in this course. Follow these tips to become more successful. Like I said, log in, participate in the course daily. Sometimes it doesn't mean you're going to do a workout, but there might be an article that you're going to read and you're going to respond to, or you know, you're just going to give you a look-see of what the week is going to be, so you can kind of plan ahead. Like I said, you got to plan it before about 4 to 6 hours, and a lot of it is going to be you doing a workout. Um, and you know, for some of you, that's a little bit of a scary thing because you may not have done it a lot, or you're not doing a lot of working out right now. But understand that we are going to ramp up to it. It's not going to be something where all of a sudden you're going to be spending 4 hours engaged in heart rate zone number 4 for 4 hours. You're going to be kind of guided in the direction to pick and choose some things so that you can get yourself into shape. Number three there, communicate as soon as possible. We talked about this already. When you have a question, need clarification, get it in right away. Record any data if needed immediately. So some of the data that you're going to be pulling off of your A360 is going to be, stuff that you're going to have to keep track of. A lot of times you can keep track of it right on your phone or right on your computer. Sometimes it's going to require you to go in and put it into Schoology right away. So you just want to make sure you're doing that. The other thing is respond to discussion questions with thought and authenticity, meaning this, there needs to be some depth to your answers. I'm not looking for, a master's thesis on Heart Zone number 3, but what I am asking you to do is to have complete sentences, punctuation, um, authenticity means it's your work, things that make sense, and you're not just doing it to fulfill a requirement, you're doing it so that you are learning about this. And then the last thing there is just do not procrastinate. That's probably one of the biggest things that I can tell you, that from doing online learning, kids will wait till the last minute to do things, and then it gets to be really, really stressful for them. When if you have a weekly plan, it will be a lot better. So about academic help, listen, I mean, this orientation can get you off in the right foot. So go back and look at it. A lot of kids don't look at it. I'm not really sure why. It's a great way to get yourself kind of inundated with what's going on. Um, how and when can students get support in their online learning courses? I mean, anytime. I mean, that's a great thing. Email is always available to you. Like I said, I'll have 24 business hours to get back to you. Most of the time, we get back to you way sooner. I got other assigned duties that I have as a teacher during the day. I got things going on outside of school. But you are a requirement, or you're important to me. So I'm going to try to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But sometimes it's going to take a few minutes. All right. Um, Students can drop in the RHS room Monday through Friday during the school days, like I talked about. Again, this is an important thing. I think sometimes face-to-face meeting just helps because it gets you on the right track maybe a little bit sooner than an email or a phone call, especially emails. I think sometimes they can be misconstrued as like I'm upset or you're upset, and that isn't the case at all. So sometimes a phone call or a face-to-face meeting is better, but most of the time we get taken care of with email. If you still have questions, email me. I'll get back to you like as soon as I can. And this is for you to be able to get there. And there's my email again at the bottom, michael.cross@isd728.org. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great day.